Okay, so A plus 15 equals 3A plus 11. Or Friday we learned that if they're opposite from each other, they're equal. So that works. So we got 2A equals 4, right? So A is 2. Good. Does that help everybody? Can you finish it now? What have I got to find still? B, Macy can't help us. The rest of us, look at this. It tells us what we're going to do. She knows how. I know she does. So, the rest of you, go ahead, Meadow. Oh, so I could put this A in here, right? So I got 8 plus 2 equals 10, right? Three B minus 17. Solve from there. How do I do that? So I get 27 equals 3B. And I get B is 9. So I got A is 2 and B is 9. Very good. What did you say? What did you say, Kaden? Say it, Kaden. Look, A was 2, right, Kaden?
Yeah.
So I put 4 times 2 is plus 2. See, it was good that I made you answer that question, huh? Now you see it. Okay. Any others? Okay, so if we look at the next assignment, which is a review, looking briefly, there's some things that we need to know. What were the 2 bells that we were studying? Let's first go there. Okay, there were 2 bells that we were studying. One is angle types. And solving. And the other one was quadrilaterals, specifically parallelograms. And solving for specific things. Okay, so those are our 2 bells. Remember, this is pretty much most of our chapter. I don't know that we did a lot that wasn't one of these 2 things. So our test is, and then remember on our test, this is going to be like the bulk of our test. And then we're going to have 30% of our test is our old bells. So what were our old bells? Because they're not on the review. Actually, I think they are, because I think I threw them on at the end. Let me check. What were our old bells? I didn't. So what were our old bells? Polynomials. What do we have to do with them? We have to add, subtract, and multiply, right? Okay, what was the other one? Literal equations. Good. Yeah, 30% of our test. Wait, why are you deciding that? Kaden! Kaden! No! No. Look, here's the deal. If you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. So you got to start thinking you can. So Kaden, you were okay with this part until I said something about this, right? So we need to do some literal equations for you, right? Oh, come on. Here we go. Just for you. You ready, Kaden? 4x minus 3y equals 7. Solve for y. Go, Kaden. I'm ready. Go, Kaden. Kaden, what does this mean? Kaden, what does this mean? It means what? For y. Y. So it says get y by itself, right? What do I have to do first? Minus just 4? Okay. So I got negative 3y equals 7 minus 4x. Now what? Positive 3? Negative 3, right? So I have y equals 7 minus 4x divided by negative 3. You just did it. Polynomials, which one? Add, subtract, and multiply. Which one do you think is the hardest? Oh, you need to do add, subtract, multiply. So if I say f of x equals 2x minus 1 and g of x equals 7x squared minus 3x. And I want to multiply. So I go 2x minus 1 times by 7x squared minus 3x. Ready? Yep. How do I do it? And I get, okay. And I get, okay. Okay. So I go 14x cubed minus 40, no, what is that? 13x squared plus 3x, right? That's multiply. What if I said subtract? Use the same ones. I go 2x minus 1 minus 7x squared minus 3x. What do I do? So I go this. How do I change it to add? These are opposite, so I get okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, Titan, is what? Start here, right? Okay, this one, what's like it? That one's the same as that? They're like terms? So, 3x. And what do I get? 5x. Okay, we can cross those out. We got a negative 1. Anything like that? Minus 1. Cross that out. What do I got left? There's my answer, right? Put it in order. Negative 7x squared plus 5x minus 1, right? What if I don't put it in order? No, I wouldn't count it wrong. Okay? Are you good? Can you add, subtract, multiply polynomials? Caden? Can you do literal equations? Maybe. You got an idea anyway, right? Okay. So that leads us back to our homework assignment. Looking through this stuff is extra stuff, right? We might want to do some of these angle types. So let's go here. Angle 1 and angle 2. What do we know about angle 1 and angle 2? What type of angles are they? Alternate interior. And what do we know about alternate interior angles? They're the same. So how do I solve this? AX equals 4 times x plus 5, right? Okay, what about 3 and 4? What kind of angles are 3 and 4? Alternate exterior. Is it important that I know that? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so here goes. 1 and 5. What are they? They are. What kind of angles? Same side or consecutive. Good. And what do we know about them? Supplementary. Which means add up to what? Okay, what about 1 and 2 and 4? Vertical. Are they, what else are they? Congruent or supplementary? Congruent. What does congruent mean? Equal. Okay, what about 2 and 5? Linear pair. Look, he's got this part. You're going to ace this part of the test. Congruent or supplementary, Caden? Supplementary, which means? Which means, Caden? What does supplementary mean, Titan? Okay, all right, let's go back here and finish solving this one. Do you know how? Distribute, so I get 8x equals 4x plus 20. Now what? Minus the 4x, so I get 4x equals 20. Now what? Divide by 4 and x equals 5, right? Now I look back up there and it says, if they are equal, so that's all I needed. Okay, turn the page backwards just a little bit. Let's look at number 7. Are these two lines parallel? Why? Or why not? No? Why not? Okay, but it says we don't know. You can't just say, okay, they're not parallel because they don't have tick marks. There's got to be the tick marks. We could put tick marks on there. What about the angles? What kind of angles are they? They are different. Should they be different? Really? Those two angles are congruent always? If lines are parallel, what kind of angles are they? What kind of angles are they? If those two lines were parallel, what kind of angles would they be? You know, same side. They are. And same side interior angles have to be what? Supplementary. So are they supplementary? If I add those two together, do I get 180 degrees? No. So I would say no. And the reason is same side interior angles are supplementary. That's my reason. So make sure if it says justify your answer that you tell me why it is or it isn't. Yes. Consecutive or same side. Yes. Either way you want to write it. Okay, so let's look at this one. What's the measure of L and K? L and K. Well, we might have to do some of the others first, right? No, probably not. What is L and K? What? What did you say? No, not you, him. How'd you get 48? This is 48, so which one over here is 48? K, who said K and J? Good, Chloe. Why is this one 48? Because they're vertical. So how big's this one? Why? Why is it 48? You gotta have a reason. These two, yeah, but what are you talking about? Yeah, that's 180. That's good. How big's this? So how big's this? That's also 90, right? So what would that one have to be? 42 is the answer. Okay. Name a angle that's vertical to, let me get a different color. Name an angle that's vertical to I and J. Ooh, that's a good one. M and K. Look at you. Okay, what's an angle that's supplementary to I and M? Here. One that's supplementary to this one. I and J. Good job. Okay, so let's go back up here. It says angles. Name an angle that's adjacent. Uh-oh, do you remember adjacent? What is adjacent to E, B, D? Adjacent. DBC, somebody said that. Did anybody come? What does adjacent mean? Remind me. Next to, good. If CG, oh, we got to draw our own picture. If CG bisects FCH, bisects it. What does that mean? Cuts it in half. So here's G, that bisects it. FCH, this whole thing is 50. How big is FCG? 20. Well, that wasn't too bad. Okay, now it says angles X and Y are supplementary. What does supplementary mean? Equals 180. It says angle, this is X, this is Y. X equals X plus 15. Y equals 3X plus 5. They want us to find X. How am I going to do that one? There you go. X plus 15 plus 3X plus 5 equals 180. How do I solve it from there? It's what? So I get good. So I get 4X equals 160. So X equals 40. That's what I'm supposed to find. That wasn't too awful either. What was the trick on this one? What was the hard part? You had to know what supplementary meant, didn't you? Because what does supplementary mean? Add up to 180. Okay? Okay, turning the page, let's go over here and do some of these. How about this one? It says, there's this whole thing. This is Q. It says Q to R is 16. P to S is X. Solve for X. How did you get that so quick? That was really fast, Kaden. Yeah, so it's 16. Okay, look at this one. P to T is 7. P to T is 7. How big is it from P to R? Whoa. How'd you get that so fast back there? Right here. How'd you get it back? Somebody said it back there. Yeah, it's in the middle, remember? This bisects, so this and this are the same, so it's 14. Okay, here goes. T to R, that's this one right here, is 3X minus 10. P to R is 28. So the 7's gone, right? P to R, this whole thing is 28. How am I going to do that one? Kate? I don't know. What did you say? 3X minus 10. You think that makes 100? That's angles. These aren't angles. Equals 14. How'd you get 14, Titan? Half of 28. So now what? Let's solve. I get 3X equals 24. X equals 8. Good. Okay, let's look at this one. Oh, interesting. A, E, B. This angle right here is 2X. A, E, D. This angle is X. I got to solve for X. That's all they gave me. Why, Peyton? Yeah, this makes a line, remember? It's angles, so 2X plus X equals 180. So 3X equals 180. X equals 60, right? Okay, look at the next one. B, I'll use a different color. B, D, C. This one right here is X. A, D, B. This one right here is X plus 40. And A, B, C is 110. Oh no. Well, 30? How'd you get 30? What? Okay, tell me what you're thinking though. Why are you, okay, so, okay, don't just spit out answers. Tell me how you're getting there. Because these guys back here are like, what? Half of 110 is 55. What'd you have? They're not the same. One is x and one is x plus 40. Oh, over here? No, they're not. They're not the same. Okay, tell me how big this whole angle is over here. It is. This whole thing is 110, so this whole thing is 110. But it's not half. So what are you saying? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's where I was at too. But what do you know? These two angles equal together. What do they equal? When I add those two angles together, what do they equal? 110. How did you get that? Yeah, they're same as the other side. So if I add the two angles together, I get 110, right? So now what? 2x plus 40 equals 110, right? Now what? So 2x equals 70, x equals 35. You were close. You said 30 right off the bat. Look how close you were. But here's what you should do. At least show me some work, right? Because if the problem's worth 5 points and you only give me an answer, guess how many you're going to get? If it's right, how many are you going to get if it's wrong? So you got 30 and the answer was 35. How many points are you going to get? None. But you knew something. Okay, so in other words, try them, right? Turn the page. Look, we got some more over here. Okay, look at this one. The measure of an angle supplement is 10 more than the measure of the angle. That's really weird. What am I going to draw a picture of? What does supplement mean? So I'm going to draw a picture of two angles that equal 180, right? That's a good linear pair. It says the angle of a measure supplement. So if I set one of them equal to x, the other one is 10 more than x, right? That's what it says. Now it says to find the angles. How do I do that? There you go. 2x plus 10 equals 180, and I solve it, right? We're not going to solve it. Go to the next one. What do you know about this angle? Why are they supplementary? Fine. They are supplementary, but you got to tell me why. Yes, they are. They're the same side interior angles. So what do you know? If they're supplementary, well, how big is it? No, same side is supplementary. So how big is it? 50. Good. Okay, what about these two? That was hard. What kind of angles are they? No, well, no, I'm talking of what kind. I'm not asking if they're supplementary or congruent. I want to know what kind of angles those two are. Corresponding. Okay, what about these two? This one and this one. They aren't anything. Those two aren't anything. So I'm going to have to do a little work to get an answer here, right? What am I going to do? How big is this angle? This one right here, how big is it? Okay. Now what do you know about this angle and that angle? They're alternate interior. And what do you know about alternate interior angles? So I could say x plus 112 equals 75, right? Okay, tell me about these two. What kind of angles are these two? They're not. How am I going to solve this one? Well, is one of those the same as something else? What do you know about this one and this one? They're the same. What do you know about this one and this one? Why? Because. I like that answer. Because. No, why? What do you know about these two? Or these two? These two are alternate interior. Okay, so what do you know about these two? Why? Why are they supplementary? So what are they called? What are those two angles called? No, consecutive would be like this one and this one. They are adjacent, but adjacent doesn't tell me anything. Let me give you a hint. Makes a line. So what are they? Go ahead. Linear pair. So then how am I going to set it up? 12x minus 6 plus 10x plus 10 equals 180. We can solve that, right? Okay, tell me about this one. Tell me about this one. Michaela and Lexi, it's your turn. Tell me about these two. Can you see it? I don't know if you're talking or if you can't hear me or what. Kelly, can they hear me? Are they just ignoring us?
Yeah. Yes, they can hear you.
Okay. You too. How do I do this one?
Yeah.
Who's got the mic? Push the button.
F and H are the same.
F and H are the same. Good. These two are the same, so I could put 7x plus 11 down there.
And then G and E are the same.
So this is 6x, okay?
And then the whole thing equals 360.
Okay, so what are you telling me then?
So,
6x
yeah.
plus 7x plus 11 plus 6x plus 7x plus 11 equals 360, right?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a different way to do it? Did you guys hear Titan? He said the top two, these two, have to equal 180. Why? You knew that was coming, Titan. Why you always have to? Because I want to know why. Because they are the same one. Same side interior angles. There you go. We got it this time. Same side interior angles. We did this one. That one was our homework assignment that Macy helped us with. So turn the page. Go over here. This was our bell quiz, so let's look at this one. Ideas on this one. This one. That will give me this angle down here. That's not, I want to know this. It could, so let's do it. What'd you get? I got 32. Is that what you got, Caden? Good, Caden. That's 32. Okay. Now what? Macy? You went like this. Like, oh, I thought you knew what we were going to do. Go ahead, Jackson. 7x minus 3 equals 74. Why? Because why? Alternate interior angles. We can solve it now, right? Okay, look at this one. Look at this one. It says C to W. Right here is 12.9. How big is it from C to E? How come? Yeah, it's 25.8 because they're the same. This is 12.9, and then I add them together. Okay, look at this one. It says F to Q. This part is 23.2, and it wants us to find Q to H. It's 23.2. How come I didn't double it this time? Because I only wanted half of it. Good. Okay, look at this one. What are we doing? What's 6? 2x plus 2 equals 6. How come they're equal? Parallelograms. Okay, what about this one? Who's talking back there? Thank you. Yep, that's right. They're equal, so I set them equal to each other and just solve it. So, tomorrow's test, basically there's 2 things you have to remember when we're dealing with angles. What are they? They're either what? Congruent or supplementary. And I might have to know the angle type, right? Congruent or supplementary? Congruent means what? Equals. Supplementary means equals to 180 when I add. And then I have to remember my literal equation. Remember, all you have to do is the opposite, right? And then I have to know adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. And we're ready for this. This one's easier than the last one, don't you think? Yeah? I think so. I think this one's easier than the last one. Okay? How much time we got? We still have 10 minutes. Oh, let's do that. You guys are all ready? Go home, score, right? So let's see if we can do it. Angle 4 is x plus 12. Angle 5 is 2x minus 36. What do you know about 4 and 5? Here's 4. They're what? So what does that mean? They are the same. They're congruent. Good. So how do I set it up? Equals. Okay, let's look at the next one. 2 and 4. 2 and 4. Oh, you can't see that. 2 and 4. What are 2 and 4? Why? Linear pair. Good. So they're a linear pair. What does that mean? supplementary, which means when I do what? 3x minus 8 plus 2x minus 12 equals 180, right? Oh, hey, look at this one. We ought to do a hard one just for fun, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Any ideas on this one? They're alternate interior. So I know 2y equals x, right? Okay, what else? Anything else you could give me? Go ahead, Chloe. 2x plus x equals what? How'd you get that? So let's put this as 90, and it equals 180, right? Okay, so I can solve that. I'm going to get 3x plus 90 equals 180, right? So 3x equals 90, which is what you said. So x equals 30. Okay, I know x now. 2y equals 30, so y equals 15. Oh, good. I only have to find z now. Yeah, these two are supplementary. So 2y plus z equals 180, right? So 30 plus z equals 180, right? So z equals 150. You guys even did the hard problem. Good job. So, moral of the story on a question 4 was what? Try to see what you know, right? So look at what you have and see if you can come up with something that you know. Do I know anything about it? We came up with this one first, and then we went further than that. Okay, we still have 3 minutes. Should we go back and try some more? Yeah. Okay, what about 5 and 2? Same side. So what does that tell me? They're supplementary. So if I know that 5 is 73, how big is 2? Tell me how I figured it out. 107. Very good. What about 1 and 7? And what do we know about alternate exterior angles? Congruent. So angle 7 is how big? 81 degrees. Okay, how about 4 and 8? I heard it. Corresponding, so what are they? Congruent, so how big's 8? 110. All right, what about 1 and 4? Vertical, congruent or supplementary? Congruent, 2 and 6. Corresponding, Big's got it. Congruent or supplementary? 8 and 7. They are adjacent, but that's not a type that we've learned. What's another? Linear. And are they congruent or supplementary? Supplementary. So that's the kind of things you guys are studying tonight. Okay?